घर जाने दे झाड़ मोरे भैया घर जाने दे झाड़ मोरे भैया.
Hi, I'm Tejas. I'm the vocalist of Lagori.
Hi, I'm Vinil. I play the drums and the percussions.
Hi, I'm Geet. I play the guitar.
Hi, I'm Shalini. I play the bass.
And also we have Eddie, who isn't here today. He plays the guitar.
We started way back in 2011. We jammed up together and we wrote a song called Asthma, which is one of our first songs. We then got together and we bunch of these amazing musicians and called them. We formed this band, Lagori. And after that we wrote a lot of these songs, which you of course will listen during the course of this interview. And then afterwards, the final addition to the band was
The most amazing
Mr.
musician.
Tejas, who's also known as Baira.
Yeah, don't go beyond the Baira thing.
Yeah, so that was how the band was formed.
Lagori means it's a game of 7 tiles,
Yeah.
where it's like, you know, like in the North India it's Pittu, in South it's Lagori.
Satolia, Pittu.
Satoli. Oh, okay, no problem.
So
7
we
times also.
pile up 7
Seven.
stones and
Yeah.
we use a ball to hit the stones and we have to reassemble it.
So we all of us have a fascination for the number 7, and also the rhythm 7/8 technical rhythm. It's also we also represent it in most of our songs. The name is catchy enough, you know. We all love the name.
And the best part was people either like loved
Really
it or
like
like
it
or
or
really hated
don't.
it. So either ways they remembered it. It was not like a name which could
Yeah.
be forgotten
Yeah.
easily. That was another reason also.
Lagori stuck on. People seem to be liking Lagori.
सोचो अभी जरा देखो यहाँ क्या यही है तुम्हारा ख्वाबों का जहाँ.
Basically, the sound of Lagori is influenced widely by all our different interests. For example, all of us have varied interests of music. You know, if one has an interest in funk, the other has an interest in Indian classical music, the other has an interest in metal, other has an interest in country music or acoustic music, other has an interest in rock music. We just bring all these influences together, and that's how just the sound of Lagori just originates in the jam room.
So it's nice, peaceful folk Indian rock.
आसमां भी रोने लगा.
With the current lineup, our first performance was in Kashmir. That was, to perform at such a place where temperatures go below zero was quite a task in the beginning too, because as soon as you get out, your fingers don't move when you're a guitarist. And for him, he won't be able to speak a word and not sing. It was a beautiful place, first of all, and a totally new crowd to us. And we also performed one of our Kannada songs, and it was really accepted well.
And live music was happening there after some 18 or 20 years. And we were fortunate enough to be a part of the live music scene. So even a bunch of police officers the next day when we were going skiing or something, they came and like we looked up your music on YouTube, man. We loved it and stuff. So it's like, wow.
We wrote a song called the Kashmir song after that gig.
The Kannada song is named
Influenced
after
by the
Kashmir song.
place.
ये भूमियु ನನ್ನ ಹೊರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಸಿರಾಗಿ ಹಸಿರೆ. ಈ ಆಕಾಶವು ನನ್ನ ಒಡಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಸ್ಥವಾಗಿ ಹರಡಿದೆ. ಈ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ನನ್ನ ಉಸಿರಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಂತವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಗಿದೆ. काले आज देख जाता है अरमान. काले आज देख जाता है तूफान. काले आज देख जाता है ये जहां.
Boom Shankar is more about just letting yourself go and not being stuck in a mundane lifestyle. Just living life for the moment and enjoying every single small thing that you do. It's more like something which people can remember and hum. Like
That
it's
chorus,
very
yeah.
easy to the chorus. Like it goes like boom shankar boom shankar. It's very easy to sing along. It's a very sing along song.
Boom Shankar, Boom Shankar, Boom Shankar, Bolo Hari, Om Shankar, Boom Shankar, Bolo 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 Hari.
Good thing about Boom Shankar is people relate to it in their own ways, you know.
Yeah.
The modern day symbolism of Boom Shankar can be something else. We can keep it as simple as we want, or we can just complex it. So, I don't know.
It's usually the last song we play in the gig. Because
Yeah.
as soon as we start playing, people start asking for the song. And in the end, we make the entire crowd sing. So at the end of the day, the entire audience is singing Boom Shankar, Boom Shankar. And it's just a great ending.
Om Shankar, Boom Shankar, Boom Shankar, Bolo Hari, Om Shankar, Boom Shankar, Bolo 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 Hari, Om.
Darbari was more like, I guess it came out of a jam session, you know. We already wanted to do a heavy song, a deep song, and Darbari is basically a Hindustani rag. We wanted to bring in that heavy rock or metal sound. At the same time, we want a very classical touch to it. So what we did is we brought in the lyrics of a 16th century poet. We tend to improvise on the alaps, or we tend to improvise on how the song goes.
There are a lot of versions of Darbari. Several people who've done fusion versions. But I think our version is more younger. It's not totally classical. Like he said, he's brought in a lot of rock. So it's a very simple riff. So it's not something complicated that anybody would like. I think that works with the audience.
Shum sharanana, shum bichua baaje, Vrindavan mein jaise guzariyan, घूम के धूम मचाए पायलियाँ, कैसे घर आऊं तोरे लंगरवा, जनक जनकवा तोरे बिछुआ, जनक जनकवा तोरे बिछुआ.
Chine Do is, you can't say it's very similar to Boom Shankar, but you are living life to the fullest.
No, I think it's like we are all restricted by what people think about us, what we should do when we grow up and everything. So it basically says, just let me be who I am. That's
Young
what
people
it
relate a
says.
lot to
It's
it.
anyone
So-
basically, not only the regular. It might be even a mentally affected child who wants to express something and is not able to because of certain things and the way people look at him or her or something like that, or anyone for that matter. Just expressing oneself.
When someone listens to it, right, people generally, like the rock crowd really liked it, but everybody has something that they are angry about. I wanted to do this, but I couldn't. No excuses, but everybody can relate to that.
All of us have several voices in our head screaming out, like, you know, let me be, let me live my life. So I guess, yeah, it's a pretty strong song.
जीने दो, सांसें अभी पीने दो, ख्वाबों की राह में हाथ जीने दो. कहते हैं अरमाए, कहते हैं ये गुम सारे, उड़ते इन लबों को जीने दो.
A first soft, you know, very acoustic soft song, there was Saya, where we've just used minimal instruments. Like, you know, percussive wise, we just use shakers and plain acoustic guitars and nice vocal harmonies. It's very pleasing to the ear. It's unlike all other songs because most of our songs are full of energy. You know, it makes the crowd want to get up and clap and jump. But Saya, it just makes the crowd look at candles or mobile phones or something like that. So it's a big, you know, paradigm shift from all other songs. Basically, we compose it, as I said, in a very minimalistic way. So it's just.
And it took, we wrote
10
it in 3
minutes.
minutes.
We wrote it in 3 minutes.
Exactly
3
as
minutes.
long as the song is. Maybe
Yeah. It's based on a rag, Kamaj rag. He just came up with a guitar lick, and I was like, let me put this rag into it, and then I'm like, okay, let me put some romance into it.
And then he
And
just gotten a girlfriend back then,
Oh
right?
my god, start.
Correct timing and all was perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, inspirations and motivations.
full feeling happened.
Yeah, so that's Saya for you.
तेरी रूह ऐसी छाए, तेरी रूह ऐसी
coming out with her album this October.
Woohoo!
Okay, just to give a different sound to our audience, we've added a lot of other instruments like the violin and this instrument called Dilruba. Okay, and Saya has this instrument. It's a lovely instrument. It adds on to the feel of the song since it's a lovey-dovey song. And this instrument is we recorded this in Chennai, and the artist who is doing this has a lot of sessions with. She's done a lot of musical sessions, and she's recorded for people like Ilayaraja and other big names. The sound is going to be totally different. The live Lagori and the album Lagori is going to be totally different.
No, we still are going to sound like us, but we're going to have traces of violins and flutes.
Yeah, so the arrangement, the songs are the same, but we've just added on a lot of other instruments to make it sound even more, nice.
We have really good session players like the flutist or the violinist who have played for really, very good musicians and artists. So what the listeners can expect is, okay, wow, this wasn't there live. So they're listening to the same thing, the same music arrangements, but extra additions of music, which they're like, wow, this is nice. So it's like lots of surprises for our fans and listeners, so that they can go back and they're like, we are trying our best to offer our fans as much as possible in terms of the music and sound.
We are also working on a video which is going to be out with the album. Okay, and for Boom Shankar. Okay, the concept is it's a surprise kind of a thing.
Surprise.
But it's going to be out soon.
देख के ये हवाएं भी नम हो गए, बादलों की बाहों में गुम हो गए, ये सवेरा अंधेरे में खोने लगा, आसमां भी रोने लगा.
I think websites like ArtistAloud.com definitely help us in reaching out to the masses that we have identified.
Online, media, online platforms. We think it's a great platform for. It can be upcoming bands or already professional bands, because I guess the amount of exposure involved over here is vast. It's huge. Since we have also faced the problem what upcoming bands go through in terms of it can be either marketing your music or advertising your music or someone out there trying to push your music. It's not that easy. So I think online platforms do a great job, like ArtistAloud.com. I don't know, I think it's a huge boon to the music industry that online media exists today.